Now let us see how we declare a method, what is the return type, how we can use the return type, what other options we have related to methods. Now method just like a function. Now I'll just create a simple method, say void show, or I can say void add and int a comma int b. So this is how we create a method or function in Java. This is the return type. Void means that this method is not returning anything to the calling method, and this is the name of the method, and this is the parameter list of the method. So in a sense we have two int data types that are being passed as parameters to the method add. Now in this case we can just print out the sum of the two numbers, and I can call this method from main. I'll need to create an object of the class method using new, and then I can say m dot add, and I can pass two values. Directly I can pass two int values, or I can even have two variables. Now let me just first run this simple output. Now in this case we have 4 that goes to A, 5 that goes to B, so the sum of the two comes out to be 9. I can just add. So this is how I have organized this. So the sum is 9. So even I can do is I can declare two variables here. Even though I can declare by A and B also, I'm avoiding conflict of name to avoid confusion. Even though I can have A here, B here, and pass A and B here. So these A and B would be local to this main, whereas these A and B are local to this side. So they even though the names are same, but they are essentially very different from each other. So there is no relation between this A and this A. I'll just keep that only. So I'll just say A and B. So in this case we have two int variables, and we can pass these as parameters or arguments to this int A and int B. So I'll just run this for you. So the sum is 8. So instead of printing the result here, what we can do is we can return the result from here, A plus B, and I can declare the return type to be of type int, as the result here is int plus int. So this will always lead to a result which is int, and now I can do is I can say int result is equal to m dot add a comma b, and print the result. So I can say sum of the numbers is plus result. So either way I can do it. Either I can print the result here itself, or I can take a return from this method and print the result within the main. So the sum is 8. So either way, even if we don't need this variable to be used later on, I can directly put the call within the println. I can say the sum of the two numbers is m dot add a comma b. I can directly call the method from within main and append that to the string sum of the numbers is. So just to save the number of lines of code, I can directly put on the call within the println method itself. So the next we can do is, as we have this int plus int, the result is int, so you can have any return type that is equal to the int, or it can be a number which is bigger than the int. So even though the result was int, we have a return type of the method which is long. So you can return a data type which is bigger than the result that is intended to return from the method body. So in case we are doing this, then we need to organize the result according to this result. So now we will have to write m dot add a comma b, and accordingly we can write here. So depending upon what return type we have specified for the method, you need to accordingly store the result in similar data type. Now another addition to this method parameter is variable parameter list. Now suppose we are intending to create a mean of some numbers, whereas we are ourselves not very sure of how many numbers we are going to pass to it. So what I can do is I can take a variable name a, so this is how we declare a method with a variable number of parameters. So this says that you can pass a number of int values to this method add.